my dear friend. I'm Dr. Richards. I'm over 60 now, and after more than 3 decades working with so many wonderful people over 50, I've come to realize something important. We're not just aging, we're transforming. Now, I want you to picture this. It's morning. You step out of bed. No sharp pain in your knees. No need to grab the nightstand just to steady yourself. You walk to the kitchen and pour yourself a warm cup of unsweetened almond milk. Gentle, simple, but full of goodness. Sounds ordinary, doesn't it? But for many of my patients, that moment, that small action, was a turning point. I remember a woman named Mary, 68 years old, living alone in Ohio. She once told me, "Mornings are the hardest, doctor. When I stand up, my legs feel like glass. Every step is a fear of falling, fear of breaking, fear that no one will be there to pick me up." And Mary, she's not alone. At our age, our bones begin to lose density. Not because we've done anything wrong, but because our bodies just don't absorb calcium the way they used to. And vitamin D, that quiet little vitamin, is actually the gatekeeper that lets calcium enter our bones. The trouble is so many people over 60 are severely low in vitamin D. Why? Because we don't get enough sun anymore. Because aging skin can't make vitamin D like it once did. And because we often reach for coffee or tea and forget the drinks that truly nourish our bones. That's why I often suggest my patients start their day with a glass of unsweetened almond milk fortified with vitamin D and calcium. It's perfect for those who are lactose intolerant. It's easy on the stomach, doesn't cause bloating or fatigue like cow's milk sometimes can. It's a gentle choice, but also a powerful one. Exactly how we should treat our bodies at this stage in life. Have you ever felt like Mary? That shaky feeling when stepping down a stair. One small fall and you're stuck in bed for a week worrying about what comes next. If that sounds familiar, then maybe it's time to start changing things gently from the inside out. Because one glass of almond milk in the morning might just be the beginning of stronger legs, fewer breaks, and a more peaceful mindset as we face our later years. After all, we don't drink milk just to feed the body. We drink it to protect our freedom. The freedom to walk, the freedom to care for ourselves, the freedom to live our 60s and beyond without fear of falling. I truly believe real strength isn't in being young again. It's in how we honor the years we've lived and how we care for the body that's carried us this far. And sometimes it all begins with one gentle glass of milk in the morning. If this message means something to you, share it with someone you care about, or leave a comment below. I always love hearing your stories. So, are you ready to walk a little stronger? Have you ever had a leg cramp in the middle of the night? That sharp, sudden pain like someone twisting your calf muscle with an invisible wire. It jerks you awake. You scramble in the dark, rubbing, stretching, just wishing it would go away faster. I've heard this story from hundreds of my patients. And what saddens me is that most of them just shrug it off, thinking, ooh, it's just part of getting older. But you know what? Those cramps, they're not just a nuisance. They're your body whispering something important. It's often a sign that you're missing a tiny but powerful mineral magnesium. I had a patient, Charles, 72, who used to joke, "My legs at night kick like fish in a bucket." Never still. He was exhausted. Not just from the cramps, but from the sleepless nights that came with them. We ran some tests, and it turned out he was severely low in magnesium even though he ate well. The truth is, as we age, our bodies don't absorb minerals from food as easily. And if you're taking diuretics or blood pressure meds, the risk of magnesium deficiency goes way up. So what did we do? No long list of prescriptions. Just a simple morning habit. A glass of warm water with a few drops of lemon juice and a pinch of natural sea salt or a small spoonful of magnesium citrate powder. That's it. 2 weeks later, Charles called me and said, "Doc, I slept straight through the night. My legs didn't make a sound." It's like they finally calmed down. You see, lemon gently alkalizes the blood and supports digestion. Sea salt adds natural electrolytes. And magnesium, well, magnesium is the silent guardian of your muscles. It helps reduce spasms, relax tight muscles, and boost circulation all the way down to your toes. You might think, really just a glass of water, but to me it's like a morning message to your legs. It's okay now. You're supported. You can stand strong today. And I truly believe this. After 60, it's the small things, the tiniest habits that often protect us from the biggest pain. A glass of warm lemon water isn't just a drink. It's a gentle ritual, a reminder that you're still caring for yourself. You're still in charge of your health, and you're still moving forward one step at a time with purpose. So let me ask you, are you getting enough magnesium every day? If not, try starting tomorrow morning. And if your legs feel lighter, if your sleep comes easier, come back and tell me. I'd love to hear your story. Do you remember the last time you climbed a set of stairs without feeling that grinding sensation in your knees? I ask because a woman once told me, "Doctor, I can still climb stairs, but I don't want to anymore. Every step feels like there's sand in my joints." That feeling, it's all too familiar after 60. But here's what many don't realize. You don't always need painkillers. Sometimes the answer is in a cup of tea. I'm talking about green tea, a humble little leaf that's been honored by the Japanese and Chinese for thousands of years. I had a patient named Paul, 74 years old, living up in the mountains of Oregon. He used to be incredibly active. Gardening, hiking, always moving. But after a minor knee injury from a fall, he started developing chronic inflammation. His previous doctor prescribed NSAIDs, anti-inflammatory meds, but his stomach just couldn't handle them anymore. So I asked him, "Paul, have you ever tried green tea?" He chuckled. "Tea, I thought that was for ladies with books and wide-brimmed hats." But after just a month of drinking it regularly, morning and afternoon, he came back and told me, "It's no miracle, doc, but my knees aren't as angry anymore. I can walk around my garden without having to stop and sit every 10 minutes. You see, green tea contains EGCG, a powerful antioxidant shown to reduce inflammation in cartilage, protect joints, and improve blood flow, especially to the legs. Multiple studies from leading medical schools show that older adults who drink 1-2 cups of green tea daily tend to have lower inflammation and better joint mobility compared to those who don't. So you see, a cup of tea isn't just a drink. It's a pause, a moment to take care of yourself. It's a gentle act of kindness for a body that's spent decades lifting, moving, carrying. Now, I'm not saying green tea is a miracle cure, but if your knees feel dry, your legs feel heavy, or you just want to walk a little lighter, maybe it starts with something simple, a warm green cup of hope. And you know what they say, no road is too long for someone with strong legs and a peaceful mind. Perhaps green tea is the bridge between the two. Have you ever tried drinking green tea every day? If not, try it for 2 weeks. And if your legs feel less tired, your mind a little calmer, come back and tell me. Because I cherish those small stories. They're the ones that change everything. I want you to imagine this. You step out into your garden in the early morning. The sunlight is soft, the breeze is cool, and in your hand is a bright golden orange smoothie made from fresh carrots, turmeric, and a pinch of black pepper. Not some miracle juice from a fancy commercial, just real food with real benefits when you understand how it works. You see, after 50 aches and stiffness in the knees, ankles or feet aren't so unusual anymore. They show up quietly, especially in the mornings when you stand up after sleeping. They linger when you walk a little longer than usual, or when the weather shifts. And often there's no swelling, no redness, but you can feel something deep inside, slowly wearing away your strength. I had a patient once, Linda, 66, a retired school teacher. She told me, "Every time I get up from a chair, I feel like I'm trying to start an old machine, like I have to hit the gas a few times just to get moving." So I suggested something simple. A smoothie blended carrot with a spoonful of turmeric powder, a few crushed black peppercorns, and some almond milk or coconut water. 1 glass a day in the morning or early afternoon. She didn't quite believe it. But she said, "You spoke so gently, Doc." It felt easy to try. 2 weeks later, she came back, her face brighter. "My legs aren't 30 again," she smiled. "But now I'm not afraid to stand too long or walk around the park." It's like something inside me finally calmed down. Why? Because of curcumin, the active compound in turmeric widely studied for its natural anti-inflammatory properties, joint pain relief, and cartilage protection. But here's the catch. Our bodies don't absorb curcumin well unless it's combined with black pepper, which contains piperine, a compound that boosts absorption by up to 2,000 times. And carrots. They're rich in beta-carotene and antioxidants, not just for your eyes, but for reducing oxidative stress in your joints, supporting the body's natural repair process. You see, you don't need an expensive clinic or some magical pill. Sometimes, just a few quiet minutes each morning with a smoothie you make with your own hands is enough to send a clear message to your body. I'm on your side. I've always believed this healing doesn't come from grand gestures. It comes from patience, from small choices repeated day after day, and from the belief that your body is worth healing. So if your knees or ankles have been slowing you down, offer them something gentle from the inside. Try this recipe, and if one day soon your legs feel just a little lighter and maybe your heart too, come back and tell me. I'd love to hear what changed. You know those hot summer afternoons, when just a short walk leaves you feeling drained, like your legs have turned to lead. It's not because you walked too far. It's not because you overexerted yourself. It's because your body is thirsty. And not just for water, but for electrolytes. I remember an older gentleman, Mr. Henry, 70 years old, living out in Arizona. Every time the heat rolled in, he'd call me frustrated, "Doc, my legs just tighten up. After grocery shopping, I have to sit down for ages." One time, I even got a cramp right there in the parking lot while loading the car. No, I didn't give him more pills. I just asked, "Henry, do you drink coconut water?" He looked surprised. "I thought that was for kids at the beach," he said. I smiled. Well, maybe those kids know something we don't. Because coconut water isn't just a refreshing drink. It's a natural source of electrolytes, rich in potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium. These minerals are essential for muscle contraction, healthy circulation, and preventing cramps. After 60, our bodies don't retain fluids like they used to. Even a little sweat on a warm day can quietly drain your body of its vital electrolytes. And plain water just isn't always enough. That's when coconut water becomes your best friend. So I had him drink 1 glass of coconut water a day in the afternoon or after a walk. 2 weeks later, Henry came back and said, "Now I can come home from the store and still have enough energy to cook dinner for my wife, and my legs don't quit halfway like they used to." And you know, the real change wasn't just in his legs. It was in his sense of control, that feeling of knowing your body and giving it what it truly needs. You see, the things that keep us steady in life aren't always big. They're often simple. Not sports drinks, not mega doses of supplements, just one coconut. One clean, cool, natural sip, and your legs might thank you all day long. Let me leave you with this. Tired legs don't always mean you're getting weaker. Sometimes, it's just your body quietly asking for support. So if you hear that whisper, answer it with kindness. A glass of almond milk, a cup of green tea, a warm lemon magnesium drink, and on a hot day, a glass of coconut water like a hug from the inside out. Are you listening to your legs each day? If they feel heavy today, try a glass of coconut water, and if tomorrow they feel lighter, if your steps feel more certain, come back and tell me. Because nothing makes me happier than hearing your story, my dear friend. We've just walked through a list of drinks that might seem simple on the surface. But within each of them lies a quiet support, a gentle strength for your legs and for the journey of aging that you continue every day. You don't need intense workouts. You don't need expensive pills. Sometimes it's just almond milk, a cup of green tea, a warm lemon drink with magnesium, a turmeric carrot smoothie, or a refreshing glass of coconut water. These small things done daily become a form of love, the kind of care only you can give to your body. Because after 60, your legs don't just need to be strong enough to walk. They need to be heard. They need to be nourished from within. And most of all, they need to be reminded that they're still free. Free to stand, free to move, free to carry you forward. So I hope that after this video, you'll choose a drink not just to quench your thirst, but to send your body a deeper message. I'm still here. I'm still living gently, intentionally, and with gratitude. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget. Hit subscribe so we can keep walking this health journey together beyond 50. Leave a comment and tell me, what do you drink each day to care for your legs? And if you have a loved one over 60, share this video with them because a small action can change a long path ahead. I'll see you in the next video. I'm Dr. Richards, and I've always believed this. Growing older isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of a deeper, more meaningful way to live.